Hi there, and welcome to Andy Robinson RC, and cheers for checking the channel out today and joining us on this episode. Right, so what do we have in front of us? Well, we have the Tamiya Blazing Star on the DF01 chassis. If you haven't seen this yet, I did give a bit of a quick glimpse of it in my previous video, which I will put a link to in the description. Had quite a few different cars on it, and it was an update of what we were doing. Pretty sure, in fact, it was the last episode. So I'll put a link into the description of this one if you haven't seen that. But yes, so between that video going out, I've been working on this, and it is 99.9% done. The only thing I think I'm going to do is change out the steering servo. Right, so as you see, it's a Blazing Star. Now, the thing is with this, if I show it you, it doesn't look too dissimilar to how you saw it in the other video. I mean, the biggest and obvious change would be the fact I've got the teardrop style wheels like you'd find on the Vanquish, and I've got Schumacher mini spikes all round. So a lot of the changes are unseen, really. You can't really tell. But I'm going to tell you what I did anyway, and then the following video we'll have this running. Right, so from the outside, I cleaned up all the shocks, cleaned the body up. So the body isn't perfect, but it's in pretty good condition. There's a bit of sort of cracking and flaking on the wing there. Not the end of the world. And if I ever come across a decent, really good second-hand wing, I'll put it on it. Anyway, body is in good shape, so not bad at all there. I say we've got the JC Racing wheels. These are 2.2 size, so you can put on the racing tyres. Front, what else did I do apart from cleaning up? I did add a brand new bumper. The original one was quite scratched up, and I thought just for, looking at it from the front, or just looking at the buggy, I think it looks better with a cleaner, fresh bumper on. I said it was a sympathetic restoration more than anything. I didn't want to go through the whole thing and make it 100% mint, because I'd just be ploughing money into it, and I don't see the point on this particularly, especially because I want to run the thing as well. Right, anyway, I'm going to whip the shell off, and then I'll tell you a bit more about what we did on the inside of the vehicle. I'll just drop my body pin again. Well done. Yeah. I don't like this where it catches all over the front shock tower. Right, there's my body pin. Right, so I'll hold it up and you'll be able to see. Okay, I mean, it's nice and presentable, that. Obviously, I don't think I took the shell off on the other video, but one of the big changes you can actually see is the fact it's sporting a Yeah Racing alloy prop shaft. And also, you definitely won't be able to see it, but it's also got the Yeah Racing alloy motor mount. Got rid of the plastic one. They're pretty much junk, to be honest. So I thought, if I'm stripping it down, I'll replace that and put an alloy one in. So we've done that. A bit of a shout out to Steve Bowen, who had a new pinion for this, so kindly gave me that. Thank you, Steve. So it's got a replacement 21 tooth pinion on. What else? Well, we put a full set of RC bearings in. It was still on the kit plastic bushes, so I did away with all them, and we put them in. And also the Tamiya Sport Tune motor, that came out of my Black Edition Egress, and now that has the BZ stock motor, which I wanted to put in it all the time. From when I first built the Egress. There'll be a new video on that at some point, soonish, I hope, and I'll be running it as I intended with the BZ stock. So the Sport Tune has gone into this. It's got just a 1060 quick run in it, updated 2.4 gig radio. Now, it's got running the original servo, the Acons, I think it's like an AS16, or it's not even that, probably an AS11, I can't remember. I'm going to get rid of that. It does work, but I want to change it for just a bit more of a modern servo. Won't be anything super fancy, but I do want to change it over. So what else was there? Ah, yes. All the gearbox internals were replaced with new plastic ones, getting rid of the soft alloy idler gears. They've all gone, and it's got the plastic ones in now, so that's much better. To add all the diffs apart, they're just gear diffs on this. The gear bevel diffs, re-greased all of them up as well, put them back together, so that's all done. I'm trying to think what else I did now. Just got to recap in my brain on what I did. We did bearings, gears, prop shaft, motor mount, front bumper, wheels, tyres. I say everything was sort of cleaned up. Ah, yes. Now, when I was putting it back together, I broke one of the front red steering knuckles, which over time, you know, if they're the old plastics, they do crack pretty easily. So I was screwing it back in and it just split top and bottom. So I ordered replacement one of them, and I just decided to do both sides. I thought there's no point, I might as well just do both sides. So it's got two new steering knuckles on as well. And what else did they do? Yeah, now one of the biggest things on this was, now whoever built it put it together all right. There was nothing wrong with how it was put together. It's just when they did it, I don't know if it was a younger person that had done it at the time and wanted to get it built ready so they could drive it. But when you take off the plastic parts off the trees, you usually get little sharp burrs left on the plastic parts. Now, none of them had been taken off. They were all still on the parts. So when I stripped it down, I went all through it and took all the little plastic burrs off to neaten it all up. And the other thing was, I made sure all these were facing the right way, and they weren't. So just little things like that. So a lot of the work, it probably doesn't look overly different from when I got it, but it's just the things that I just went through it mechanically and just did a few little changes. I wanted it still to have that Blazing Star look. I just didn't want to run the original sort of like 5-spoke white touring wheels and the sort of the tyres that come with it. I've still got them, but I wanted to put these on just slightly, change it, but again keep the overall Blazing Star look. As I say, I do really like this. Now, this was the last of the DF01 buggies. Now, I know they released the XB Super Manta Ray and the Neo Top Force, and of course the Humvee, which shared a lot of the same parts. It was just the main chassis tub was different. So it depends how you look at it. But for me, the actual DF01 buggies, you know, you had the Manta Ray, Top Force Evolutions, which probably weren't given the DF01 moniker. You had the Dirt Thrasher as well. Blazing Star, was there another? Can't remember now off the top of my head. But you know where I'm coming from. So, and I really, the Terra Conqueror, there we go. Of course, I really like that. Will I do anything else to it? I don't know, because you know, you start doing everything to it, I might as well gone and got a Top Force. I might put turnbuckles on and front UJs, front universal drive trust. Maybe. Will it need that? Probably not, if I'm just going to run it about. So who knows? We'll see. But for now, one of my lights has just gone off. Sorry about that. It's packed in. Great. Apologies. There you go. Channel on a shoestring. I'm not starting the whole video again anyway. Anyway, so there we go. That was my my Blazing Star. And yeah, the next thing for this is now to be honest, I'll be doing it later today. I'm gonna get that servo out, and we're gonna replace it, and then it will be pretty much ready to run. So the next time you see this, it should be out and about running. Okay, so you see, there you go. I'll just turn it up there. As I say, not a minter,
but it will be a nice running buggy. So yeah, can't wait to get this out and running. So we'll that'll be the next time you see it. So there you go. Yeah, Tamiya Blazing Star. Right, okay. Cheers for checking this video out. Much appreciated as always. Apologies for the light that's just decided to give up on me. Hope you can still see it all right. So yeah, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel. It's much appreciated as always. All the likes, all the thumbs up and comments, they do help get these videos out to a wider audience. Also, if you haven't as well, please come and check us out on Instagram and Facebook under Andy Robinson RC. Right, look after yourselves, take care, and we'll see you all soon. Love it. See you later.